So porchetta is an Italian dish, and it's kind of like one of those beloved Italian dishes. And basically, from what I've understood from watching other chefs, watching shows, it's a rolled pork belly, and it's stuffed with fennel, garlic, and herbs, then slow roasted to perfection. And it has a super crunchy skin. So there's textures, there's flavors, just everything going on. And from what I've heard is absolute deliciousness. And it harkens from Italy. And I think I was just reading yesterday about this place that's in Orvieto, Italy, this little sandwich shop that supposedly has like the best porchetta. I don't recall the name of it, but like it's just one of those, you know, things that you can grab on the street and just know it's absolutely delicious. So Porco's Porchetteria, that is here in Philly, by the way, it's between the neighborhoods of Graduate Hospital and Point Breeze, and it opened in December 2019. So he kind of wanted a fast casual place, and by he, I did want to give you the name. Let me get down to it a second. That is Chef Chad Durkin, and he, pause on Chad a second, he has a history that's very interesting. He has a great history as a pastry chef, and by the way, the building, the storefront where this Porco's is, there's also a bakery called Small Oven, and both are owned by Chad. So that kind of harkens to his pastry chef roots, and it used to be a bakery there before they bought it and changed it. So he interned at Lebec Finn, which is no longer here in Philly, but was like one of the only 5-star restaurants we had in the city. He also worked at Susanna Fu, which is a very well-renowned restaurant here in the city, and later the Waterworks before starting on his own. And he also did some competition things, and most recently he was research and product development chef for Carlos Bakery, working for Buddy Valastro. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. And so I think there was a show on Food Network about Buddy and Carlos Bakery. So in any event, the pork side comes from his grandfather, who's an Italian immigrant. And he just said that he just started practicing it later. He said it's a really functional and feasible way of eating pork. And what they do is they take Yorkshire, Berkshire pigs, grass-fed pigs, the whole half, and they butcher it there at the shop. And they roll it up every day and they roast them in the morning. And I will tell you, when you go to their website, they're very clear that it's available until it sells out. So it's one of those places that I don't think you want to wait until the last minute to order from, or you might not get the porchetta if that's what you're jonesing for. But they have more than porchetta, which I will go into in a second. So they kind of want to be this fast casual place, and opening up just about a year before the pandemic was kind of lucky for them in one way that it was a takeout place. It has this. It actually. I was reading one of the articles that says it's the essential hole in the wall, because there is actually like a hole. If you look at the pictures that I posted on Twitter and maybe some of the ones on YouTube, there's actually a hole where you go and order from, which is really cool. And then you have the bakery next to it. So super exciting, very cool concept with this restaurant. And it is very important to him that the pork come from the right places. So it's fresh pork. He insists that it has nothing artificial, no antibiotics or other additives. We source the only locally certified pork by the American Humane Society, and their pork is 100% Berkshire and Duroc breeds with an all-natural diet of the finest grains, raised on family-owned farms in Lancaster, PA, and it's processed in Montgomery, PA. So very local ingredients. It's kind of like knowing where your food comes from, and you can feel good about that. And it's a walk-up Italian style porchetteria, and especially sandwich shop. They did receive a Best of Philly in 2020. So we have the two sandwiches. The first one, I brought this so that we can cut. The first one I have to open up is the OG. So this is the porchetta sandwich. Well, I love the way it's wrapped really well. This is kind of helping keep the warmth in. Can you put that over there? And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to cut this now while it's wrapped, because it'll be easier for us to get into it.
Smells good.
So let me friends, wait a second. Okay, I need to go a little deeper, because I want to show you this.
Oh, wow, does that smell good?
And look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. There you go. That's the OG. I love the way this is wrapped. This is so much easier than what we had done with the barbecue. As good as that barbecue was, as you know, that was kind of a nightmare. This is the Turketta. Oh, friends, look at that. Look at that. So I think this one, if I recall, this one I think was, I think this one's maybe $16. Oh, I don't know what happened to your bun. I might have taken some of your bun.
That's all right.
The other one, I think the OG is 14.
Oh, wow.
So, and then we have a salad here. This is the Fiona Apple Salad, which I love the idea. Oh, look at it. This is small. This was $7, Archie. You always ask about price. This is huge. You need to see how big this salad is. Like, it is huge. I'm going to get tongs, actually, because we're going to need tongs. And it looks like a really yummy kind of mustardy. I mean, oh my gosh, there's freshness abounding on this. I've got to actually, I'm bringing you over to see this. This is worth it.
Lots of.
I know it's a salad, but you have got to see this. This
do you want me to
is
get
so
tongs?
good. Sure, that would be great.
Which ones, like the blue ones?
Yeah. Look at all of that stuff. It has so much in there. Fresh dill and tomatoes and onions and apples, green apples, and here's that sandwich. This is the Turketta Sammie, and this is the OG Porchetta sandwich.
Wow,
and that's all that house-made ciabatta.
There's a lot of onions in there.
You don't have to have, you can pick them out. All right, and we'll let you know what the dressing's like. Do you want me to do it?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring my plate over, just get some of this out. I just can't get over this is a small. This to me is like a large, but apparently in their world's a small. So a large would feed
A family of 8.
an army. I mean, look, friends, I just took, wait, hold that a second. Look how much I took out, not much at all. Look how much it is shoved in there. It is shocking. I mean, that is huge portion. Impressive, impressive. This is definitely a shareable salad. Again, this salad was only $7. And I'm going to, actually going to get a spoon to help drizzle so we don't waste too much of
It's a
the
nice looking salad.
dressing. So that way I can properly drizzle the dressing and not use too much so we have some of this dressing
is
for
this?
the other salad. That's dill.
Dill. That's what I thought.
So I'm just going to give a little drizzle. Can I drizzle
Oh.
yours?
You did.
I think we're going to go OG first, by the way.
I know. Well, I know, but my whole thing fell apart because there is no bun.
So they must have put it on
No,
a
there
little.
It is. It's cockeyed.
It's
Okay.
cockeyed. You got it though?
Yep. But my thing's going to come off.
All right. I'm going to put this to the side so it's not blocking. Oh, and then make sure that you don't miss out on actually, I can't wait. I got to give you a peek of the pastries. The pastries. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to bring you over again. So again, this chef, and he has other bakers there, of course, other pastry chefs, but he was trained or interned at Lebec Finn. Look at this. Look at those. Aren't they beautiful?
And Lebec Finn
Wow.
was what?
No, I told him it was a
told him
five-star
what it was? Okay.
restaurant. All right, lots to behold here. I'm so impressed with the pastries. And they have a special where if you get 2 sandwiches and the pastries, you get a break on the pastry costs.
I haven't seen the pastries yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just don't tip it too much.
Wow, pretty.
Beautiful. All right.
All right.
So I'm going to taste the
original?
salad first.
I'm going to taste the sandwich.
He's the rule breaker. I just feel like a little salad. A very refreshing dressing. Totally fresh greens, like great qualities. I mean, great quality ingredients, which is always a good thing. Put that over there.
Oh, wow.
Oops, I don't even know quite how to eat this. I'm gonna go from the back, actually.
Wow. That's really,
Oh my God.
really good. Got great, like flavor, like richness to it.
The pork is like the
Just
best
melt in your
roast
mouth.
pork you've ever had. It is so flavorful.
just melts.
It has the cracklings there. In fact, I'm just going to have some pork.
Good salad.
So delicious. And you can tell they add some au jus to it because it has that moisture in there. The OG is super simple. This is what you'll get in
This is
Italy.
what it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah, I was telling Hubs that the person that told about it in their blog, there was a little sandwich shop and they got it between 2 slices of bread and they were a little worried because actually at the sandwich shop they didn't salt the bread and the woman was with her mom and
This
she was
is
a
in
little worried.
Italy,
in
right?
Orvieto, yeah. And she said it was like one of the best things she had. This house ciabatta is not break the roof of your mouth, crusty, which is nice. It's soft. Like for me, I love the bread. I love the pork. I probably would like a little less bread just because I really like the pork. But it would definitely make it filling. But it might actually get me to get the, I told about the hash. Remember the hash?
Yep.
That I probably would do that because I'm anxious to try those potatoes. But the bread's delicious. It's just a little too much bread for me, maybe.
But at least it's really good bread. But the pork is just, I mean, just melts.
I've never had anything like it. Like it's like the best pork sandwich I've ever had.
Wow, it's good stuff.
Very good.
All right, we're gonna try the other one.
Not yet. I gotta think.
Gotta think.
I'm still chewing,
Oh,
too. And I want the palate cleanser of a salad. Hobbs is rushing me, friends. What should I do? Barbara, yeah, you got on. Great, eat it. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad did Kath get on? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry about that, friends, that we could not figure out why the sound. It must have been when I took the call.
it had to be a phone call.
And I'm sure that's when it changed, but
But why would that do it, you know?
your guess is as good as
Yeah.
mine. So delicious. Let me get a bite of salad. Oh, I think
I might have
it
to
almost
do it.
looks like there's fennel in there. I think there's some fennel in this salad.
I might need to do a tissue break. You tell them I'm a little bit under the weather.
I did. Told me you had a cold.
I'll be back.
And so yes, the salad is delicious. I mean, I think what's speaking to me with this place is absolutely, it's just I got a little core here and I didn't want any apple core. So it's just that super fresh ingredients, right? And it is fennel. I love that there's fennel in this. I think that's a great, with apple, I mean, how good is that? But I love the quality ingredients. That just shines through. I mean, it is so evident in the pork, in the bread, in the salad. I mean, these pastries, we know we have some places by us where we can get some really great pastries, but like that is just, those look amazing. If they taste anything like they look, oh my goodness.
Have you had a roast pork sandwich from, John's or something?
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
and I'm not trying to say that's not the best.
But this is different.
This is
I mean,
totally
it's
different.
Completely
So we
different.
do have in Philly, we're known for some roast pork sandwiches. And what do they traditionally, because I like Denick's, actually. That's what I get at Denick's. I get the roast pork. Remember? In
I
Brighton
got the
Terminal.
roast beef.
I don't.
Oh, well, you're weird.
Anyway, where's the other place that we get roast pork here? I forget. What's the-
John's, Evelyn and Shanks.
We haven't done Shanks
I know.
yet.
Well,
I know.
yeah, I've done it. You just.
You did Shanks?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I knew you did Shanks. Anyways, but Philly's known for a roast pork sandwich, but it has sharp provolone, right? Oh,
Can.
this,
Yep.
this,
This
this
is
is
a
a little
mess.
drippy. Oh, this is going to be funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. This is just a little messy. It's going to be all worth it, but wow.
Oh man.
All I got was tomato. It is huge. It is like, it is so big. You saw how big this is.
They know what to do with their meats. I'll tell you, man. This is like smoked.
I need a paper towel. 1 second. That's even too much for my napkin. Holy cow. Ooh. And I tasted the gravy. Do you want some?
Yep,
yeah.
please.
Okay. That's delicious. I almost feel like it maybe should have a knife and fork because it is definitely...
No knife and fork.
It's definitely a little messy.
Sandwich.
And I'm also regretting taking it out of the paper. So I have not been able to... Oh my gosh, I'm dripping all over the place. I can see.
Oh my goodness, you did.
Yeah, I'm making a mess. I would be a disaster in a restaurant. They'd be like, oh my gosh. So it is delicious dripping. I've not gotten the turkey yet, so I really want to get to the turkey. It is just very messy, but like in the best of ways. And the stuffing has been like sliced in a loaf and then put on the sandwich.
You can tell that they know how to prepare turkey, pork. This is really well done.
I'm just having trouble eating it. It's just, and it's not a complaint. I actually want a knife and fork because I just can't like get my mouth around it. I know I'm a big mouth, but I literally, it's actually too big for me. So I'm gonna get a knife. Let me just grab that.
So you like?
Yes. Oh, it's delicious. And it is so savory and moist
seasoned well, but
seasoned
cooked
well,
really well.
cooked
Is it smoked?
wonderfully. I think it was going to be.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so because I want to taste some of this turkey. Is that the turkey? Oh, no, let me just go into here. Okay.
You cooked a big half.
Thank you.
You did.
You're not feeling well, so I should have the big half, right?
That's true.
All right. The turkey looks so moist.
I'm gonna steal that for a second, just to
Oh.
this. Isn't that good?
Oh my goodness. It's white meat and it is so moist. And the turkey has been rolled up somehow. I'm not really sure how. I guess it was rolled up a little bit too.
I think that's just one piece.
No, but this is like in the outside.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if I.
That's a little fatty, so I'm not gonna have that. That's a little fatty, so I won't take that one. I mean, I don't mind a little fatty on my pork because it gets crisp.
Yep.
I don't necessarily want the fatty on my turkey. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm ignoring my friends. So Ida has a great question.
Yes.
She said, can we eat at that place or is it takeout? They're literally a window for takeout.
Yeah.
But they do have picnic tables. So you could, if you want to just eat there, like some of the cheesesteak places in Philly, they just have like picnic tables outside. So something similar, but it isn't covered. So keep that in mind. But they do deliver, and it was right through their website actually, or you could just go pick up there, too.
And it's kind of, down a little bit in South Philly?
Yeah,
Right.
it's kind of south and west a little bit. And by the way, Archie's a little disappointed to not see fries, which we can't say we're surprised that you mentioned that, Arch. Totally not surprised.
No, that's a good point though. I could go for some fries.
No, this is all plenty. I can't get over how good the turkey is. There is this you think mine's bigger, but mine has a generous portion of, I think of where it was rolled fattiness that is just not pleasant for me, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I mean, like I said, I like crispy fat if I'm gonna eat fat.
That's a good idea.
So yeah, but let me just take one more bite and then we should taste at least, take a little bites of these pastries. Right, friend? Can you switch here before you finish your lunch?
What's that? Oh yeah. Which one you want? You gonna get
Well, I
another?
just thought we would just take little bites of them. Right?
Okay.
That sound good? Or do you just want to just do a couple?
Yeah,
And then we'll
why don't
save
we
the
do
other
that?
ones for dinner? Okay.
Well,
All right, so friends, we're going to just take a couple of them because as you saw, there are so many. Now, I have no idea which ones are which because we just asked for the chef sampling. So I'm not really sure. You pick one and I'll pick one. You pick one and I'll take that one out for us to share and I'll pick one.
I'm with that one.
Okay.
That's weird looking. Plus, I want to see you try to cut that on film.
Look at this. Okay, and I'm going to do the one that's a cool shape. I like this one here that's like long. I'm not really sure how to get it. Ah, there we go.
Cool.
It's the messy one. Oh, oh.
Sorry.
All right, no, I'm just teasing you, sweetie. Just tease me. You are funny though, because you get very hovery. You get very hovery when we have these streams. Okay, so I'm trying to do a thin knife so that it'll work better. So, I mean, I see a lemon peel on this. I don't know what. So these are the two we're going to sample
Whoa,
today.
you almost launched it.
I know, sorry. You
That
don't
almost looks like.
You don't make me nervous at all when I'm doing this with you,
That
by the way.
almost looks like a
Did you hear what I said?
sweet potato.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Okay. Ugh. You can have the bigger side. That's the bigger side.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I have no idea.
Doesn't
It looks
or-
like squash. Squash or sweet
Squash.
potato.
Yeah, you're right. Squash.
It could be sweet potato.
But then what's that?
That's
underneath?
white chocolate is the one thing.
Yeah, what's
And there's like a cookie.
Is it like
a mousse?
caramel?
A mousse. I think it's some sort of mousse.
Here, I'll eat that.
Okay. All right, let's try this dessert. Oh my gosh, we just have so many different things going on.
Huh. That is squash.
This squash.
That's weird.
So there's like, it's like a mousse and then there's white chocolate around. I'm just gonna use my fingers.
Yeah, so am I.
Mmm.
Oh, isn't that squash?
Mm-hmm.
But what's that?
It just reminds me of a squash pumpkin pie.
Yeah, that's what.
It is so good.
It's not squash. It's pumpkin.
I don't think it's pumpkin. Maybe it is.
It's pumpkin.
It is really good. It's like a mousse and then this like cookie on the bottom. So good.
Yep. It's pumpkin.
Very good.
It's definitely pumpkin.
I've never, okay, maybe it is. Maybe Hubs is right.
I'm definitely right.
This looks white inside. This looks almost like flan. This, I bet you, is like flan. That's my guess. Let me see. Ooh.
What do you think it is?
It tastes very flan-like inside.
Plum?
Flan.
Oh, flan.
I'm not really sure the top, because it's not caramel on top, or is it? And then there's whipped cream and that lemon. Mmm. Really good.
It's really good.
Both are very good.
I have absolutely no idea what it is.
But it's delicious.
It's really good.
Yeah, and both these would need to be refrigerated because of what was in them. So I'll put these in the refrigerator just in case for dinner. So cool, like really cool stuff.
I still don't know what it was.
But it was good. So, wow. Okay, so this is a lot to take in. We have a salad. We have a very messy plate that we'll be finishing after the stream.
Very unusual.
Very unusual. And what shouts out at me is just all the quality ingredients.
Yeah.
Like you can tell.
Even the salad, you know?
Yeah. Actually, probably one of the nicest greens I've seen. You know how you go to restaurants anymore, and if you get a salad, I just feel like at a lot of restaurants, those greens look like they've seen better days, which is my biggest pet peeve. These greens are super fresh and were absolutely delicious. You ready to start rating?
Sure.
Okay. So I already put not available. You've got your stuff right there.
Yep.
Because we didn't talk to them, so we can't do the friendly one. So friends, we rate 1 to 5 on packaging, portion, presentation, aroma, temperature, taste, and overall. Yes, eat it. I would definitely check their pastry shop site. And it's the same site. So the same site has the pastry and the porchetta.
You said it's like kind of right next door, or is
It's connected. It's attached. Yeah.
all right?
Yeah, Barb, I'm with you, Barb. I think it's butternut squash. I don't think it's pumpkin. Because butternut squash can taste similar to pumpkin.
It's one of the two.
It's one of the two. All right, so let's get our rating. Ready to think? Okay.
Yep.
I wish I could play the Jeopardy music right now because that would be perfect. Okay, so 1 to 5.
Okay. 5 being the
Whoops.
best.
I don't know if my pencil is any. I have nothing left. Oh, I do have something left. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, what do you got?
What'd you get for packaging?
Well, the packaging was great. I did a 5.
I did a 5. I think it might be our first 5 packaging
Yeah, it
we've
was
done.
good. And like even the way the pastries were.
Oh, absolutely. And so they wouldn't move around.
Yeah.
They were on these little mini things that wouldn't shift. I mean, everything came
The
back.
salad was nice.
Yes, and also the sustainability, right? Paper, paper, paper. And this that has the foil on it,
That was
still
just to
it's got
keep it-
paper on it too.
Right.
So yeah, very much. How about portion?
I did 4 or 5.
I did a 5. I just thought the portions. Now the sandwiches are anywhere from, I think, $14 to $16, but because of the quality ingredients, I mean, in a city that's not unheard of depending on the
it's not bad.
sandwich, and they're huge, and there's a lot of bread. Now what I would do is I would take off the top of the bread and save that for later, and just eat it with the bottom portion of bread. That's what I would do. So I'd have like a whole nother meal. I could have 2 pieces, you know what I mean, like for eggs and stuff. So I did a 5. Presentation.
I did 4. I think I might have been a little low on that.
I did 5 because for sandwiches. Now, granted, I cut them the way they show in shops. Cut them with the paper around them so you can. But like when I opened up those sandwiches, oh my goodness, I felt like I was
think
a
about
cooking
the
show.
salad and that.
Salad
yeah.
was beautiful. This was beautiful, so I gave it a 5. Aroma.
I didn't notice the aroma as much as some others, but
you
so I
have a
give it a
cold?
4.
And you have a
Good
cold.
point.
Yeah.
Fair
I
point.
gave it a 5 just because I don't.
That's
It
very
smelled
good
so fresh. This had the great sweet smell. It was pork and turkey. Like, I mean, it was all good.
You smelled it. I smelled it when you cut it.
Yes,
That's when
exactly. That's
It
when
didn't like
came.
fill the room for me, but
But it was
you're right,
well
I have a
wrapped
cold.
too, you know.
Correct.
So yeah. So I actually gave it a 5. Temperature.
I gave a 4 just because.
I gave it a 4. It did well considering
Yeah.
it was like 10 minutes away. But so it's not it didn't get a bad score. But
No.
I just did a 4, and then taste.
I did a 4.5.
I did a 5. Friends, this is my first that
That's
I
your
think
first
I've given 5. I gave overall 5.
Wow.
I don't know how you can improve it. The only thing, and
Just stop.
yeah, the only thing is I didn't like some of the fatty stuff on the turkey. Like I said, there was none of that with the pork. Everything was crisp. That was my only complaint. Everything else I thought was outstanding.
What about overall?
I put a 5. Well, because I have all 5s and 1 4, so
You're right.
that's a 5
did a
then.
4.5.
I mean, this is my first 5. This is, I just can't. I mean, it's got this like beautiful pastry shop right next to it. It makes their bread. I want to try their hash next time. That's the thing I want to try next
agree.
time.
Yeah, that would
and
be good.
then I don't know, maybe that the Philly, the one with the broccoli rabe and the
sharp cheddar?
sharp cheddar.
Or sharp.
Provolone, sharp provolone. Yeah, that would be really good.
Yeah.
Wow. So Porco's, we were impressed very much so. So thank you
Good
for
stuff.
a lovely meal. And friends, thank you for your patience. And I'm sorry I lost some of my friends switching over to this new link. But sometimes we got to do what we got to do. So friends, if you are in Philly and you are in craving porchetta, or you've just never had it and you'd like to try it, please give Porco's a chance, or not chance, give them a try, because we know that they're good. And if you need some pastries, check out, it's called Small Oven, but again, it's the same website, so you can have both places. They have excellent pastries,
Yeah, they
so
were good.
super happy with it.